Hi friends, I thought today I'd make a short video for you of how to create your website. And so if you just follow along, I'm going to go step by step through the process. I would encourage you to stop whenever you need to and just make it right along with me. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to Google, www.google.com, and I'm going to sign in. You cannot use your Point Loma Google account to make the website because Point Loma's agreement with Google does not include making websites. So I had to create my own Gmail account, and I'm going to enter that email. And my password. If you don't have your own Google account, you'll need to create an account down here first, something separate from Point Loma's. So then after I've created my account, I'm going to go up here to the 9 square box, and I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to click on More, and I'm going to click on Even More from Google. And it's going to open up all the things that are in Google for you to use. But we're going to scroll down until we come to Home and Office. And under Home and Office, we're going to look over here at Google Sites. We're going to click on Sites. Now, for me, all of these sites I have created and used in my classes. You will come to a page that says Create, but it should have nothing here if you haven't used it before. I'm going to say Create because I want to create a new website. Now there's all of these templates that you could choose from. There's or you can browse the gallery for more templates that are already pre-made. I personally find those a little difficult to use because you have to delete the things that are in there and then add your own information. Now some students have done that. Along with this video that I'm going to give you, I'm going to attach another video from YouTube of how to delete the templates, but for our purposes we're just going to use the blank template. So I click on blank, and then I have to name my site, and the name of the site is going to be your metaphor from your Synectics activity. So I'm going to make up one now off the top of my head. Fractions are like an undersea adventurer. I have no idea if I can make that work, but that's going to be my metaphor. If you see here, it's going to create a URL at the same time so that you'll be able to get back and forth to this website. And then you have to type in the code, which I always do incorrectly. Before we type in the code though, I'm getting a little ahead of myself, we're going to select a theme for the website. And this just automatically sort of gives you a background which can be changed or added to. So since I'm doing an undersea adventure, I probably want to have something about water. So I'm going to use this ship shape. I just highlight it. I scroll on down. I type in the code that was shown. And then I just go back up here to the top and I click Create. And see what the problems are. Oh, my URL has to be between 6 and 30 characters long. So everything I typed, an undersea adventure, I'm just going to go back in here and type in shorten the URL to Fractions Undersea Adventure. Instead of having all those words, it's like an undersea adventure. I'm going to click Create, and I must have typed the code wrong, so I'm going to add the code again, say Create, and it's creating my website. So that's basically my website. Not really great looking at this point, so we're going to edit the website. And I probably would change the word home to be something like the title again, or yeah, and maybe I'll do that. Or the other thing I could do, instead of putting the title again, I can go to Insert here, and I could insert an image for that home page, and I just click on Upload. And I'm going to find the images I have saved on my computer. You would already have to have images saved to find them. And I think it's going to take up my Peter Pan ship, which is the only thing I have right now that's on about the ocean. I highlight it so this yellow box is around it, and I say OK. And now I can make that larger or smaller by down here. I can move it into the middle. I can make the picture small, medium, or large. Let's try medium. Well, actually, I sort of like large. Or I could do it the original size. Okay, and then I'm going to click Save. So, and it took the title away. So, I guess you're going to have to put Fractions Are Like an Undersea Adventure here. So you'll design the page any way you want. It does not need to say this twice, but since I'm doing this on the spur of the moment for you, I just did it that way. I can edit the page, or I can also go over here and edit. I can manage the site. And I could change down here at the bottom themes, colors, and fonts. I just click on it. I could change the entire page if I wanted to and make it just a color if I didn't like the color that I currently have. Maybe I want to make the whole thing a different blue. And as you can see, it wipes out the words because I changed the background, so it only has one title. The site header, or the content area, I could change that. And maybe I want to do it a blue as well. Okay, so you get the idea. And the way I got there was I clicked on this circle of settings, and then I went down to themes, colors, and fonts, and I can change the font if I'd like. And this list allows me to do that. If I wanted to change the text, it allows me to change the text. Right now it did it all based on the theme that I selected. Once I'm done and happy with it, I'm going to say Save. And it says that my changes have been saved, and I'm going to go back to Fractions Are Like an Undersea Adventure. So now I need to add some pages, because this is my front page, and it just basically gives the theme. I might want to type in a small description below the picture of what this website's about. We are learning, I could type something like, we are learning about fractions by using the metaphor of an undersea adventure, something like that. So I'm going to add a page, and the way I do that is just click here, create a page. And I'm going to name my page Adding Fractions Are Like Seashells. I have no idea how that is like seashells, and I want to put it under Fractions Are Like an Undersea Adventure. So I'm going to click Put the Page under here, and I'm going to say Create. So now it has created another page, and it's linked under the first page. If I want to go back to the first page, I need to say save, so that everything's saved. I go back to the first page, my front page. Now you see the second page is right here underneath it. So I'm going to go to this page. And now I'm just going to now that you've sort of had the idea of how to change the page, we're going to edit the page, and I'm going to tell you what needs to be on it. If I was doing adding fractions are like seashells, I would have a short paragraph, and I would say something like, just like how I'm going to do adding fractions. Oh, and I spelled fractions wrong. So I can go back and change that. Needs to say fractions. But just like when someone finds a variety of seashells at the beach and puts them together into groups to figure out the total amount of seashells. So we add fractions together in order to figure the total fraction. That is not correct. I understand that. For adding fractions, I'm just trying to show you how this would work. I can make the font bold if I want to. I can change the color of the font if I'd like. I can make it larger. So you get the idea by using, it's very much like using Microsoft Word, if you've used that before.